bunny girl. Hey everyone, Robbie soon welcome to my review of the Guardian Erena from the Sushing Bunny Girls Bras series. Bras standing for, Bunny Action Rapid Squad. Yes, this is a dog tag and you get it as a pre-order bonus, but obviously this thing came out a little bit ago, so I don't think there's any pre-order bonuses left. The box is cool and has some interesting artwork. And overall, I really like the black and yellow/orange color scheme. It shows off the figure pretty well, super cute. Let's get on to the figure itself. Oh, also, there's instructions with this really cute chibi looking version that gives you all the information except for how to actually physically attach the shield. We'll get to that. Now, the figure herself is very nice looking. She has fantastic detail and sculpting throughout the entire body, from these very thick thighs to her very voluminous hair. I do recommend using the included stand for her because with her tiny, tiny heels, she does not really stand up that well, and it's a little annoying. I wish they gave her some alternate boots so that she could stand up a lot easier. Now, before we continue with the review, I'm actually going to be adding some sticky tack to underneath her tie. This thing likes to flop around and go missing half the time, and it is incredibly annoying. And now that that's done, we can talk a bit more about the figure herself. She is wearing a pretty classic bunny girl costume, down to the tights and the shaping of her, top. However, this bunny girl costume does have some little gaps in it underneath the chest. I don't know how this would work in real life, but those are there, so looks cool. They even have some stitching detail going down from the chest plate section all the way to her well-sculpted, they even included that itty-bitty nice little bit of squish when you have a garter around your thigh. Very nice. All the femboys in the chat all know. This is accurate. And if you move her hair out of the way, you'll see that she has a very nicely sculpted back, including some of those nice back muscles, back plate, but also a hole for stand that doesn't even reach because of the hair, but also this is a straight up corset lace, just laced up corset, and it looks really nice, pretty freaking accurate. I just wish, you know what, nope, they even got matte for the string, so very really nice attention to detail. And if you notice, the entire bunny suit is made of this almost a translucent style of paint, so that you can kind of see the flesh tones underneath. I think it looks cool. It's shiny, and it really stands out next to her stockings that are used for the leggings. The leggings also have this really cool speckled detail all around them. It's basically glitter, except it's actually functional and doesn't get everywhere. And it's so cool and super pretty, and it's throughout all of the stockings, even down to the feetsies. You can even see the beginnings of her toes, which is some crazy detail, but almost makes me wish that they just straight up gave her normal feet to swap out, because I would like to have her stand without falling over. The green on her tie is matched both by the green on her cuffs and the green on her earmuffs. So I guess these are headphones and bunny ears? Talk about efficiency. Oh, and technically speaking, you can remove the tail to reveal another hole above her butt. Yeah, I have nothing else to say for that one. And unfortunately, that hole is a bit too tight. You can't even fit the included stand inside of her, so you basically can't even use it, so that's unfortunate. I wish it was a little bit more functional. And before we get to her copious amount of accessories, let's go over her articulation. Despite her lack of torso articulation, everything else on her moves really well. She has a dumbbell joint at the neck and head, giving a lot of really fantastic range of motion. Her hair is on swivel hinge joints, which give it also an extra bit of really nice motion, allowing it to go out of the way for other poses, you know, like looking up, looking down, side and side. Her arms are on ball joint, shoulder joint, so they can just go all the way around, move all the way up to just an absurd degree. bicep swivel, though she has very skinny arms, so it's not really a bicep looking thing, so there we go. And something I'm not happy about, instead of smooth joints, she has ratchet joints. And while you can't hear the clicks, you can see how it's separating right there, and that is, I think just keep the domestic figures with the ratchets. Don't be doing this. It doesn't work. And it's covered by her cuff, but you have that typical swivel hinge peg that you see on action figures that are imports. Now, she has a very nice ball joint at her diaphragm that doesn't go forward whatsoever, goes back really nicely side to side, nice twist, but no ab crunch. That is very frustrating because, bunny girl, you want her to have those nice crunches. Now, she does have some drop-down hips, which is interesting, but there's barely any motion from that. Otherwise, each leg is on a ball joint that gives perfect splits, forwards and backwards that far, thigh swivel, full 360, double jointed bend at the knee, and thankfully, for some semblance of balance, a normal friction joint at the ankle, plus a twist. Doesn't save the fact that it's heels that can't balance, but it helps just a smidge. Because let me be clear, you're gonna need that stand to pose her. Speaking of which, first accessory, the stand. I really like the bumpy texture right here. It's super fun to just feel around, and it's pretty cool. And you can lift up the top so that you can actually use it as storage. Really clever. Obviously, the stand can plug into any of these larger holes, and I guess something else can plug into these smaller holes. I'm assuming that if I just take off this and plug, yep. I don't know why you would do that, but you can do it. Otherwise, you just plug it in and zip-de-doo, the stand has articulation too. She has 2 sets of bunny ears, and both of them fall off just from looking at them. Otherwise, she has this basically ahegao face, this angry face for when she's in combat, her neutral face, and finally this winking face. All of them have her little freckle mole thing on the side. Very cute, very adorable. She also has swappable little thigh garter things. All you have to do is remove the leg, take this part off, and swap it out with this one with this itty-bitty little white peg on it. Now she has 2 more places where you can plug stuff on her. This allows you to plug on this pouch, which also will fall off relatively easily. Yeah, I don't recommend actually using these because they all fall off super easily. You can also plug in this holster, and that can fit her firearm. Come on, no, you can go in the... That can fit her firearm. But that's not all. You also get these 2 arm shield pieces that just kind of clip on. They don't also stay on very well, but they're there. They look nice, and they actually have some very nice and clear printing on them. You can even read the whole logo. She has cute, wide open palm hands. These really cute gesture hands that also act as a little, sphere heart shape. There we go, adorable. Also, all of the hands actually have painted nails. Let's see if I can, painted nails. Very cute, very nice detail. Peace sign hands, some holding hands for her weapons, and 2 pairs of trigger finger hands. And we're still not done. She also has this itty-bitty little ankle guard thing. Or wrist shoulder. It's so small. Look how small that is. She also comes with 2 extra wrist pegs. She also comes with a canteen which can either be for water or for alcohol. She comes with 2 identical pairs of axes, and they look really good and fit mostly solidly in her hands. She also comes with a pair of knives, and each knife is painted and looks really freaking cool. She also has this really cool looking gun, and it has a removable magazine which you can put back in case you lose it. There's a second magazine as well. And as cool as this gun is, I do wish it came with an effect part for shooting. She also comes with this awesome shield with the Bunny Rapid Action Squad logo on it. Really cool, really nice, really cool shading all across it. These are, extra parts that you just plug in, same as the bars. They look really nice. However, she just can't hold the shield. No matter what you do, none of her hands can actually hold the shield properly. So you basically just have her standing there with the shield, instead of using the shield as a weapon, or defense, or as a shield, or anything. It just sits there, yay! Oh, and she also comes with string. Yes, literally, a piece of string. Now, in the promotional artwork, they show her arms tied up by the string. So I guess she has a bond. So that's all of her accessories. Except for these things, I guess. Size comparison time. Here we have her next to the best nail shell figure of all time, Tokiwa Kazune. Some Figma girlies, Bunny Girl Annalise, everyone's favorite squishy chest dragon lady, Sexy Ice 2019 Manticora, Super Saiyan Goku, and the Mafex Spider-Man. All in all, this figure is adorable. But combined with her hair, ear things that just come off like wet paper, her super loose pouch connectors, near inability to use one of her main primary accessories, and all of the other QC issues I've heard are common on this figure, I definitely feel she needed a bit more time in the oven. That being said though, aesthetically, she is amazing, so just for that, I'm gonna recommend her, but only if you really, really like bunny girls. Or cute girls in general. Or should I say cute women? Yeah, you know what? Cute women. Cute women are better. Anyway, it's time for you to Hulk smash that like and subscribe button, and I will never make that joke again. Alright, see you guys next time. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye!